What's up, guys? Today I figured I would do a beginner's tutorial on Blender 4.3.2. So unlike every other douchebag on YouTube that does these, mine is not going to be a complete tutorial just like no one else's, but the difference between mine and theirs is I'm not going to speed my voice up, I'm not going to talk fucking super fast, and I'm not going to jam the freaking cursor all over here and click this, click that, and not tell you what to do. Especially that one guy that goes, okay, bye. That guy needs a good slap up alongside his fucking head is what he needs. So anyway, you're going to open Blender up. You're going to be presented with this. Just left click. That takes that away. And then left click, hold, and then drag. And then everything turns orange. This is the default cube. This is the camera. And then we're going to right click and we're going to delete that shit out of there. This is for Beamng. And it's for a GTO 69 mod that I found, and I've actually replaced the mirror so far that was missing and corrected some other errors that were in the file. You know, you go on these forums and everybody knows every fucking thing, and then they'll watch somebody else's video and dislike yours and this and that, but they'll like theirs because they know what the fuck they're doing. And then you ask on the forums and they go unanswered, but yet it says solved. Anyway, we're going to click File. Then we're going to click down here on Import and then DAE. We're going to go ahead, we're going to navigate to our Beam mod that we want. You have to unzip it or it's not going to show up. Once you find that, you're going to click on Vehicles and then you're going to click on the car name. And if the person was good enough to leave the DAE file in there, you're going to click on that, and then down here we're going to click on Import Collada. Depending on the speed of your computer, it's going to load every single thing in for the car. Go over some commands on how you use this program. You take note where File is, there's Object Mode, and there's also Edit Mode. So we'll get to that in a moment, but over here in the upper right hand corner you'll have an X, Y, and Z axis. If you left click and hold, you can move all that around. You can also use the number pad on your keyboard. Number 1 will give you the front view. Number 7 will give you the top view. Number 3 will give you a side view. If you use 4 and 6 on any of those commands, you can rotate that car any which way you want. For example, I was on 7, and you could do the same thing. If I go to 3 side view, I could do the same thing. Or like I said, you can do the moving up here. So I want to bring your attention over to this highlighted section up here. This is all the parts to your car. Right below that is transform. You're going to notice location X, Y, and Z. So the green vertical line you see here is your Y axis, and then your red on your horizontal is your X axis. It's important that your car is in 0 position. Now, your car should automatically be highlighted. If it's not, very simple. If you're under object mode, you're going to click select and then click all. That's going to select every single part of the car. I'm not interested in every single part of the car. So all I'm going to do is right click, and then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to select the parts that I am interested, such as the hood. Now there is 2 hoods, so make sure if you're selecting a part, you're selecting the right one. Then I want to select the trunk, so I'm going to hold Control on my keyboard. I'm holding the left one, and then I'm going to click on trunk. Now if we zoom in on this, you're going to see one's a dark orange and one is like a kind of an orangish yellow. That means this one isn't mapped. Also, if you get a pink type thing, that means it's not mapped to a texture. Don't ask me because I have no clue. I didn't get that far, and I really don't care. Back in the day, things were a lot more simple to skin a freaking car and actually model a card and using this shit. This one reminds me of a VTS program I had that you had to connect nodes to get amps and fucking shit to work. So the next thing what we're going to want to do is come over here to object mode and click edit mode. And you can see this brought up some polygons, but everything is not highlighted. So to remedy that, we're going to click select again, and then we're going to click all. And you're going to see some black here. That's just the underneath of the other hood. This one happens to be on top of it, below it. I don't know. Doesn't matter. The next thing that matters is we click UV editing, which is going to split the screen and make our car in a different spot. So as long as we have our mouse over here, we're going to press 7 because I'm interested in the top view. You might be interested in the side view, so then you'll push number 3. You're going to use our mouse wheel to blow that up. And over here you're going to see a mapping, which makes no sense, but you're going to left click and you're going to drag, and that's going to turn everything highlighted orange. And then there is a line under File, Edit, Render, Window, Help. There is another line that you're going to look for UV. You're going to click that and highlight Unwrap, and then you're going to highlight Smart UV Project. That's going to bring up this window. And then we're going to take note to Island Margin. We're going to click on there, and we're going to click backspace. We're going to put a period 0, 1 in there. We're going to click enter. That's going to give enough space between parts. Then we're going to click on wrap. Now you can see it still looks like a mess, but we're going to use our mouse wheel to enlarge that. Before you go clicking anything, we're going to go back to that UV drop down, and we're going to click export UV layout. You're going to save this, but before you save it, you want to name it. It is a PNG file, and I don't like the way it's named, so I'm just going to delete that second judge out of there. So it's going to be judge69 underscore hood underscore trunk dot PNG. Then over here where there's nothing, just left click so you get your mouse cursor back, and then you're going to highlight and you're going to click export UV layout. Now we have our UV map exported. So we're going to want to open up paint.net, and we're going to click file, and we're going to click open, and then we're going to import that file. So you left click and then click open, and now you can see it has a transparent background. What you're going to want to do, and I already did, is you're going to click in the lower right hand corner, add new layer. Now you can see a new layer showed up. We want to drag and drop that, and then we want to uncheck that background. We're going to select the color. I'm just going to select black, and then we're going to click the little paint bucket, and we're going to drag or drop that on there. We're going to recheck that background, and then the little wrench icon, if you take the opacity down, you can see that's still in there, and then you can click OK. The way I made my stripes was very crudely in here, and then I refined it with a very old program called Paint Shop 6, and I still use it to this day from way back. The way I did it was I just kind of made a box and then selected a color, and then I went and I color filled it, and then I made some more, and I took a little bit more time in here doing it this way, but I did refine it in that other thing. So I kind of think you get the idea of what you're doing here. So I'm just going to go ahead. If you want to delete your layer, there is a delete layer here. What I'm going to do right now is just import my stripe layout. If you're using this program or whatever and you have it laid out, you can always come back to it and then click edit, copy, and then click on this UV map again, and then click Edit, Paste to New Layer. Now you want to make sure you always drag and drop this second layer underneath the background. And as you can see here, if we went to the wrench, you can see everything is still there, and I'm gonna leave that all the way up, but you can see that that second layer is showing through the white stripe. So what you're gonna do is uncheck that background, and then you go to File, and then you go to Save As, and what you want to do is save it as a PNG, which I already did. So you name it what you want. It cannot be named the same thing as the UV map. Just don't do that, because you're going to overwrite that. Then you click Save. We're going to go back over to Blender now. And again, this is not a complete tutorial, but after we're back in Blender, what we're going to do is we're going to look at this little line of icons, and the very last one, that's a little circle, it kind of looks like a world. It's going to say material. You're going to click on that, and you're going to take note up here. Now for some reason, you know, Judge 69 underscore Chrome, which is all the chrome on the car, that makes my image file show up here. So we'll click Judge 69 underscore Chrome, and then down here you're going to notice base color. So if you don't see base color, it might be because your thing is too far over, so you just drag and drop that. Base color, you're going to click that little dot, and that's going to bring this window up. You're going to click Image Texture, and then you're going to see New and Open. You're going to click Open, and then you have to remember what you named yours. You left click and then click Open. Now you can see my stripes got imported over here. We need to get them to show up here, so if we highlight or hover our mouse over here and we press Z, it's going to bring up this. So we want to click on Material Preview, and you can see nothing happened. So if we come up here to where it says Edit Mode right above the car, and we scroll down this way, we want to make sure that you're going to see a world and then a solid world. You want to make sure the third one is selected, and then press Z, Material Preview, and you can see mine still isn't showing up. So I'm going to click Judge 69 because I've been messing with this, and I could see it has a black base color. I'm going to go ahead, click this dot, and then I'm going to click Image Texture again, and then I'm going to click Open again, and I'm going to click Stripe Layout, and then Open Image. And you can see that it actually applies to the car. So Judge 69 is the car, and that is where it should be going. And I guess maybe I did something wrong with, you know, how I edited the UV mapping. I don't know. What I do know is no matter what I've been trying, I can't get rid of the stripes off of this. But anyway, that's not the end of the tutorial. If we zoom in on here, and here's another trick. If you go ahead and hold G in, you're going to see down here on the bottom, there's commands there. So G, S resizes, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But when you hold G, that's going to make the car, you see, you can move this mesh around. That's not what we want to do. So I'm just going to go back to, if you want to undo something, click Edit and then Undo. So if we hold G, hover the mouse over our UV map and hold G, you can see that's moving the stripes around on the car. And then if you left click, it's going to drop it. But that's not right. So you got to click Edit and Undo, and that's going to reset it. Now S, however, will resize. And what I'm looking for is this tachometer to line up right in the center of this stripe. So if we hold S and highlight our cursor over here, that's going to scale, as you can see on the right side, right about there. And you don't have to, you know, keep S pressed in. You just press it once and then move your mouse. If you left click, now those stripes are set exactly where they need to be. If we move back out and then we take and we rotate the car, you can see clearly that's where I want it. And you're going to see a incomplete stripe here, and I'm assuming that's because of the hood underneath. I did get it to show up in the game, but the problem is I only did the trunk and the hood. And then when I did the whole car, it ended up with all of this crap all around. And I'm unsure so far how to get rid of this and have it line up. Anyway, that hopefully gets you guys started, and as I learn more, I'll share more.